Okay, it's a busy morning over here in Taipei. You can see out here, school right across there, and school kids going back and forth. Traffic whizzing by. You can see my flower right here, pretty nice. I just pulled a little sprig of this from outside that I just found and planted it here, and it's starting to bloom. And these flowers are odd; they just bloom for one day. They bloom, and then they die, and then the next day you get a few more blooms. So really nice plant. So if you look, you can see, I mean, to me at least, the weather is crystal clear. And the reason, you can even see the mountains in the distance there, if you can see that. And the reason that the weather is so clear is we're expecting a typhoon. So usually the weather right in front of the typhoon is really clear like this. So it's a bad sign. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully it won't be too bad. You can see how bad things can be, hurricanes and typhoons, with what's going on in the States. So prayers go out to everyone, and hope everyone is safe. So what I would like to do today is to try to make a different sort of a twist. Just something very simple for today. So I have this piece of 1/2 inch square, and what I would like to do is I'd like to make angled cuts on this piece, using my hacksaw, and then rotating and coming up a little, and then rotating, coming up a little, and maybe make 4 cuts. And the cuts, like I said, they're going to be angled like such, and on an edge. So I'll mark it. See, about maybe start the first one about there, and then rotate it maybe let's say maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. So the next cut will be there, and then rotate it 3/4 about, and then last one. So you can see, there'll be a cut here, and I'll angle it in this direction, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. And so my thought is that when I hold this and twist it, those angled parts will open up and kind of peel away a little bit, and they'll be sharp. So I'll have to figure out something from there on. But I think that I'd just like to give it a try and then see what happens. So you can see something along those lines right there, making that angled cut. And then I'll do another here, and another here, and then twist that and see what happens. But obviously, like I said, that's going to be, that point right there is going to be pretty sharp. So we'll deal with that later on. So let me make these other cuts off camera and get the forge going. Okay, so there you have it. So if you can see, got 1, 2, 3, 4. I sound like the Count from Sesame Street. I want to give a very big shout out for donations to Ron Parrott, Bruce Butcher, and Jamie Thorson. Thanks very much, fellas. I'm using my new camera phone for this video because I like the picture quality more, but I realize it still has that funky background noise, though I've tried my best to mitigate that. So yeah, just put up with that. I think all in all, it's not too bad. I decided to twist it a second time just to see what would happen. Okay, so this turned out to me to be a pretty interesting twist. I just feel that the very first one you see kind of lines up with the second, and I was hoping that it would be offset. So, and I think what happened was I grabbed it too close to this one here. You know, I should have moved this, you know, moved everything up a little bit, left a little bit more room for that to twist along here. You know, I held it tight, like right there, and I gripped it about here, and I should have left that little extra space so this would twist as well. You know, I don't know if you can notice that, but you see how this one is here, and then this is alternated over here, and then the same here. So if that last one, if I got that to be in this position here, that would be even better. But, you know, still, it's very interesting. It's very organic looking. It looks a little bit like scales, I would say. And they were very pointy, but you can see I can run my finger all over this. You know, after hammering those in a little bit, that took the point right off of them. So, and you know what I was thinking about for this piece is to make this a bottle opener. A friend of mine, the guy who owns the Belgian beer shop that I go to, he opened up a new small shop, so I wanted to give him a bottle opener too. You know, I actually here's another one, a bottle opener that I actually made for him. And it just kind of put a funky twist in a piece of flat. And this one actually works really well. It's very unique, let's put it that way. So, yeah, and that's what I think, like I like to do sometimes in the little free time that I have, is just experiment a little bit with things like this and see how they turn out. You know, I don't know if you can notice, it's kind of, I'll try to come in and let you see, but how it's pretty cool how there's little space in between here. And, you know, just by cutting and twisting that as I did, it put a lot of character into this piece. You know, put a lot of you know, sweep in all of these bends here. So, yeah, give it a go. Maybe you'll have a better result. Thanks for watching.